Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is another vlogging day. I woke up early this morning and I got like a ton of things out of the way. So now I just have to sit and kind of edit the photos for a wedding because I did also a BTS video for my YouTube channel. So I want to be able to insert those photos into the clips. So I know today I'm not going to be able to like get the full wedding edited, and I already have some of it that I started, but I want to get at least enough to have to upload that video and have it ready. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I also filmed a comparison video between the spider belt and the dual camera strap, like the regular one that photographers use. So if you're interested in that, it will be as short on my YouTube channel as well. But this is more so like what I'm doing throughout the day. I like to write down my ideas and just kind of, I know like how to keep myself in check that I have done and accomplished everything that I wanted to do today. I'm kind of still sick, so I feel like I can't do many of the voiceover videos that I wanted to. So I guess I'm just gonna opt for these kind of like more chill videos for now. But I have my small rig little light right here, and I feel like this is something that I didn't think I was gonna end up using as much as I have. And basically it's a light. So you press it once and twist it to turn it on, and then you get like colors. So you get like orange, blue, white, and red, and then I'm gonna go back to white. And so you get a wider light, but if you do like this, you get like a spotlight, which is kind of cool, especially if you're doing like photos. And to be able to like use this little tiny thing and be able to do that without bringing out like a big light, it's huge. And also, obviously it has like different settings where you can put the light brighter, but also you get this with a bunch of designs, and right now I have one on, so you're able to like use that like as a window. I use this a lot for my wedding details, to mimic a window if we don't have like sunlight or anything. And then just for the background of your videos, it's kind of cool. Like if I had that behind me, that would look really cool. The light itself has rods on each side where you can attach it to tripods. And the fact that it's like so small and packable, I just really like it. I think it was like 40 bucks or something like that on Amazon. I'm gonna link it. And I just like feel like I've used it almost for all of my videos lately, whether it doesn't matter what kind of videos I'm doing or what kind of weddings I'm doing. Like I use it for photo and for video. So really handy. Glad I went for it because I thought it was going to be one of those like YouTuber kind of things, but super, super handy. Another thing that I use all the time that I feel like I haven't mentioned is this little box for my SD cards. And on this one particularly, I can fit my SD cards and also these ones, which I always forget the names of them, I'm sorry, but like it's for the FX30 and also for the A7 IV. And this brand in particular from Amazon, I find that I like it a lot, and it's Next Storage. And I'm also going to link them because these can be really expensive compared to the Sony Tough. And I haven't had an issue with them. I have 3 of them, I think, and 1 Sony Tough, and so far so good. The only thing it doesn't really have a place for is a micro SD, but I just have it in there. And I feel like this, so easy to have in your camera bag, and it's just really easy. With that, I also have like a card reader, and I have this one for the SD and for that other card that my gosh, I know I should know what it is, but I don't. Anyways, so you can access this via USB-C, and then it also has a USB port depending on what you need. So I have those too. And I have this like tucked in under my computer right now. I need to buy one of those like little desk drawers kind of things so I can hide my like regular things that I use all the time. But let's just get into the editing. I use Lightroom Classic. I feel like that's pretty standard for wedding photographers. I don't know what else people are using these days, but I did decide to quit the Adobe suite entirely because I was paying like too much money for the whole suite. So I switched to DaVinci Resolve, and I paid for like the one-time subscription or whatever to download DaVinci. And now I have Lightroom and Photoshop, and I think it's like $20, something like that per month, or yeah, something like that. So I'm happy with my decision. It's been a long road from Premiere to DaVinci, to say the least, but an enjoyable one. So I think I like it. Also, if you have like any issues with your wrist, which I do from like using my camera so much and using my wrist, my boyfriend got me these two things. So basically he got me a mouse to be able to use it, and like it's much easier because my hand doesn't rest like completely on flat on the desk. And this one is from Logi, and I really like it. It's really easy to use, and it has like buttons and wheels or whatever. And then this is like the star of the show because I can just like rest my forearm there. So I really like it. Those things are from Amazon as well, and I can't believe he even thought of that because I didn't know any of those things existed. So yay him for that. So this wedding was at the Grand Aranda Hotel here where I live, and it was it was like entirely inside minus like two things. And then their first look was like kind of outdoors, but it was in the rooftop. So most of the time, or like the whole wedding, I had to use flash. So I used the AD100 for this one, and then I also had my B1 on one of my cameras. So the mood of the wedding is kind of cool because the cameras, it just ended up looking way different than my normal, I guess, editing because of the flash, and it just looks a bit more dramatic, but I kind of like it. I think it fits the venue, it fits the couple, and you know, it's just like, it looks really neat. So I was also able to do more fun photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open my DaVinci already edited video, and that way as I'm going through I can just select the photos that I need, because I already like edited a ton of them, so I feel like I might not need to edit as much as I think, but I do need to export them in a lower resolution for my YouTube video. So let's see how my camera does, like having both DaVinci and Lightroom open. I feel like it's not gonna like it. Okay, I need to click here and do something about restore. So I archived my file. I've been doing this like 3 times a week, and I always forget like how to do things again. So I archived my projects so I wouldn't miss the media files, but now they're not here. So I need to restore them. So basically I'm gonna do import media. Yes? No? And then I'm gonna go to like, why don't they just stay in there like in Premiere? If it's all the same, like I just closed the project, so why do I need to go back in and link them all again? If you can't, you just like recognize the external hard drive? I don't understand. I feel like I'm not doing this right, and I need someone to like let me know how to do it. Okay, so I haven't filmed too much because I've been like editing these photos for a long time, and I'm doing a quick edit just so I have something for YouTube because I don't want to obviously edit them fast for the couple. So it's like working twice, I guess, and it's taking me a long time. So I'm thinking that maybe I should have started with the videos I already uploaded, because I don't have anything uploaded today to either TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. But I'm trying to be consistent and upload 5 times a week on YouTube, which is why I'm like trying to do this really fast, except my time is going to be really limited in the next couple of weeks because I'm going back to like full-time working instead of being home so much. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to like film these long videos and even edit them. So I don't know. I really enjoy doing these videos, and I feel like they fill my soul, but at the same time I don't know how realistic it is to be like doing content for all platforms at the same time. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to choose or something, but I don't know. I guess I will like finish. Let me see how much I have left. Oh, I'm almost done actually. So I think I can finish this video in like the next 25 minutes, and then I can go into editing the footage I already have on the camera for my like those 2 small TikToks that I did for the spider belt. And then I wanted to do like sort of a video of like things that I think are worth it to buy right now, but I also like I don't know. I also just like impulse bought a mic set that I didn't have to because I already have 2 sets of mics, but I really wanted the DJI, and it was like it was not getting out of my brain, and I wanted it, and so I'm getting it. But I don't know if I'll end up returning it. I'm not sure. But it went on sale for like $60 for like the transmitter, and then $130 for like the transmitter and the receiver, no box, and like the 2 little chargers. So I don't know if I wanted like the big box, because I have the Rodes and I have the HoloLens, and I feel like I should have just, instead of going for the HoloLens, I should have gone for the DJIs, because I knew some way somehow I knew I was gonna get the Osmo Pocket at some point. And I messed up, I think. I really like the HoloLens, like the quality of them. I actually stopped recording with them because they died, so I'm with the Rode Mic Go, but the quality of them is really good. And I've seen people comment on my videos and say that they sound better than the DJI mics, but I really don't like the look of the mini ones. I like the 2s, like the longer ones, and I don't need a $350 mic. So like, I'm not gonna buy the full set with the box for the ones that I like visually. And I really don't want to buy the small ones, because I already feel like for the small ones and white ones, I have the HoloLens, and I'm not going to sell them because I really like the quality, and I feel like they have their target and their moment. But for the DJI, like if I'm using the Osmo Nano, and once I get the Osmo Pocket 3, because I feel like at some point I'm just going to be like, okay. Also, because I was thinking, so here's the issue that I have with like my gear right now. So I do video mostly. I do weddings mostly. So I have like my cameras that I have for those 2 things, right? And then I have like my personal life where I'm trying to be more of a social like content creator, but that's not really taking away from my professional work. So for video, I have the FX30 and the A7 IV. And then I use the Canon R6s as backup. For photo, I have my A7 IV, which is my main camera, and then I have my 2 R6s as backup. So I feel like altogether that works in that environment. And then eventually I'll get rid of one R6 and get an FX3, and then the FX30 will become my backup. So I have for YouTube now, I have the ZV-1 M2, and the thing is, I want to get a camera that I can like take with me with the Osmo Nano or the Osmo Pocket 3, and use my 11mm that's coming, because I ordered it a couple of weeks ago and it's still not here. But I don't have one that I can like put that on that is like small enough to travel with. The only one I have is the A7 IV, because the FX30 is too big, but the A7 IV is like my main camera, so I don't want to take it with me. Does that make sense? And I feel like it's too big. And also, I don't want to really shoot that big of a file. Like, I don't need 10-bit. So do I get the CVE10 and sell my ZV-1 M2? Or do I get a CVE1, but it's like the same price as a FX30? That doesn't make sense to me. That also like takes me away from being closer to the FX3 as far as like saving money. So I don't know, there's like so many things that I like about the ZV-1 M2, like so many things. Like, it has a mic on the top, it has a filter for like content creation, it has like digital IS, it has profiles, as far as like PP3 and all that, and it's just so easy to use. I can like put on my little flash on the top, it's like small enough to put in my purse. I'm sure there's like things that I'm forgetting that I really think that camera is so capable to do. The only thing is like I can't put a lens in it. Do you know what I mean? It's like a completely different camera from like the CVE10 and CVE1. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? You own any of them? I don't want to end up with like 15 cameras and never use any of them. So maybe I should just like simplify and sell and just stay with like 2 cameras. Believe it or not, there are certain, like, since I'm a solo videographer, I end up using all of my cameras all at once. And sometimes I'm missing a couple of them. But like, I'll have the Nano, I'll have the GoPro as far as like action. I have the 360. It's a really old 360, but I still have it. And then I'll have my video camera, which is this one, A7 IV is a hybrid, 2 R6s for photo, CV1 M2 for content. And then I think I want the Osmo Pocket 3. I'm not sure. I'm quite not sure. I also think like if I'm gonna sell the 2 R6s, maybe I should get like an R6 Mark III and the FX3. Or the A7 IV. but I just got my A7 IV and I love it. I feel like I don't really have a complaint with that camera other than overheating, and I solved that issue by buying the mini fans. I just feel like I just went on a rant, but these are like such hard decisions. But anyways, my thought process behind the mics that I just ordered is that I'm gonna have the Nano, and I want to be able to travel with a Nano for like when I don't want to have, because I'm really shy actually, so like when I don't want to bring a camera out, I can just bring out the Nano and I still have my little mic on me. And if I'm going to bring a travel camera, it's going to be the CV1, but also I just ordered the 11mm and I really want to use that. So like, am I taking the A7 IV with me? And then if I do that, I don't want to take 2 sets of mics, and I only would have like the mic if I order it on its own. So I needed the receiver to be able to plug it into a camera. So anyways, that's what we're dealing with. Okay. I do really feel like the more that we have, like the more options that we have, the harder it is to make a decision. And I want to go back to the days where I didn't really have much. Like I really do. Like I feel like I was able to create a lot more when I didn't really even know that what I had wasn't good enough.
Okay, so, let's grab one of those chairs. If you can put it like right where you're standing. So
also, I think like DJI is like stepping away from the big mics, because I saw they just came out with a new one, but they put the one I like on sale, and now I'm like, are they gonna bring another one out, and then I'm just gonna have like the older version? I don't know. Also, as far as like the Osmo Pocket, like the Osmo Pocket 4 just came out, and I think I want to go for the Osmo Pocket 3, and I feel like there's not going to be much difference. What do you guys think? Like, I don't really want to spend $800, $900, and like the Osmo Pocket 3 Creator combo is very cheap. But also, if I get the Creator combo, like if I end up using that, then I bought a
watch. So if you
mic for no reason, because it would bring the mic plus the accessories. So like, do I return it? These are tough questions.
Out the window for me. Perfect. Okay.
Alright, so YouTube videos exporting. I actually have to get the memory card from this camera that I'm using right now to be able to edit real quick the videos for TikTok. Hopefully I can just switch another memory card into this camera. I think I'm like 7% on battery too, which my camera's dying. But we're gonna do that real quick. I got so jammed while I was like doing that video for the spider belt. Like my words were just like everywhere, and I think I didn't make any sense, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna switch this memory card. The next storage, 480 gigabyte. And I think that's the same one I have in there, because I feel like I can record for hours with this and not worry. So I always usually have 2 of them, but when I'm home I'm only filming in one. But yeah, let's do that.
Itself, for which I used my Canon R5C, but honestly, if you made it to this at the very end of the video, at the end of my day, so every single video is super unique POV angles, camera, it's very likely the camera will not be able to focus. The camera has been really good, and that's something that has really impressed me, and I'm really happy that I can finally use cinematic